Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is David and today we are talking about HBAR Hashgraph and XDC network. Title of the video is, should you buy or would you rather 16,000 HBAR or 31,000 XDC? Now the obvious answer is you would buy both or you would have both. I own both, they're both very high on my portfolio, but the question is more pitted towards this sort of way where you have to choose one. If it's getting sent to your cold wallet, you have to pick one option. In the community section, it is split bang down the middle, 51% for XDC and 49% for HBAR. Now, in retrospect, also, I think it would be a better video, HBAR or DAG Constellation, because they're definitely more in competition. But these two cryptocurrencies have both been called the ETH killer. Also, when it comes to DCA method, I'm always, picking between HBAR and XDC because they're all so low. Still at 6 cents for HBAR and 3 cents for XDC. The price action has been pretty poor, but I'm loving it in terms of DCAing. We're also going to go into news throughout these bullet points that I will go over in today's video. So stick around to the end. Also, nearly at 5k subscribers on the road to 10k. So leave a like and subscribe down below. And without further ado, here we go. Okay, so let's go over HBAR. So number one is the Hashgraph. It is new technology. It is not your conventional blockchain and has a DAG structure. So when information on data gets stored usually on the blockchain, it is stored within the Hashgraph. Now you've seen all the benefits, what you hear, ABFT security, the gold standard of security, 3 to 5 second finality, EVM smart contracts, 10,000 transactions per second, throttled, and low and predictable fixed fees. That is so important for mass adoption. And HBAR are essentially innovating the mainstream adoption of DLT. And for number two, we have the governing council. So validation and governance is governed by the governing council. Now the names in that list speak for themselves. You probably know about the majority of them. Obviously, Google stands out, DBS, we have Avery Dennison, LG, ServiceNow, Shinhan Bank. So many more on that list. You can see there's large entities, so many sectors all around the world. We got placed here Ubisoft, we got Zane or Whitebro, sorry, and then we have Zane over here. And if you look at the most transactions, is LG. Now a lot of people complain thinking HBAR is centralized, or they say it's a mix of decentralization and centralization, but to me it's decentralized because there's not one singular point of failure, and it's not owned by one singular company. The system that is in place is essentially fair, and that brings me on to number three, which is virtual voting based. Here a tweet by myself. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, David Hepburn _ why HBAR's consensus algorithm is superior. So proof of work based is inefficient and it is unfair. Leader based, a DDoS problem and unfair. Economy based, malicious nodes and proof of fairness. Voting based is impractical and unfair. And virtual voting avoids problems of the other four. Virtual voting allows you to run at the speed of the internet. So your transactions per second will be the limit of whatever your bandwidth actually is. It is very crazy. It looks back to all the ABFT security, everything involved. Also, number four, last one, is use case. So many use cases are built on HBAR. There's ones being utilized right now when you think of Standard Bank, IBM, DLA Piper, the Chopper Foundation, Avery Dennison, the biggest logistics company in the world. It's quite a funny tweet here I have. This guy, who is Avery on Reddit? This sounds really great, and I always get excited when I see a partnership with HBAR. But who is this guy? This guy is a Fortune 500 company. Talk about use cases. We talk about the governing council, members, building, application use cases on the network, where we see enterprises tapping into that. Also, Google has literally stated that they're excited to work with multiple use cases, inner through Google and for enterprise financial clients. And as I said before in the previous videos, that's when I think the price of HBAR is really going to take and kick off. Also, now we have XDC. Now, both of these assets are EVM compatible, so assets from NFTs, from Ethereum can easily migrate over, enjoy the benefits of both having low gas fees and both being very green cryptocurrencies. And for number two, you'll notice that I put ISO 2022. Now, everyone talks about cryptocurrencies being ISO 2022 compatible, but with Impel Official, you can literally send working and compliant ISO 2022 financial messages. So when you think about the XDC network, has smart contract functionality that allows Impel's API software to send working and compliant ISO 2022 financial messages with collateral or optional with collateral via digital assets like XDC or XBTC, RAT BTC or USDC. Here's a demo right here. Citizens of the Future. Great work, Impel Official. Great demo. Not gonna lie, I've never experienced that before. I love it. I'm sure banks are going to enjoy this. Yes, no more that 5 to 14 day Swift cross-border transaction time and $50 payment fee. People seem to overlook that. Where Bitcoin, BTC can literally enjoy the benefits of the XDC network, getting that 2-second block time, that $0.0001 transaction fee is literally insane. Not many people know about that. Also, some more bullet points with XDC that I'm going to run over very quickly that were made in the last video. $19 trillion through the TFD initiative. That's obviously not including banks, central banks, enterprises, institutions, Abu Dhabi market, DASL bridge, so much more on that list. Number 2 is the lowest cap out of utility. Now, excluding the low caps I sometimes talk about in the channel, out of the main 5, main 6 has the lowest market cap, 389 mil, barely staying in the top 100 some days, and still not listed on Binance or Coinbase. And the last one is Trader, backed by real world assets, where XDC is acting as collateral, therefore driving the price of XDC up. And to go back to the title of the video, HBAR XDC, 31,000 or 16,000 HBAR. I think we have to go to price predictions. Now, when it comes to HBAR, you know, I have personal price predictions of the next bull one to be around that $3 sort of range. You know, it could be a little, you know, a couple dollars in between, couple dollars below, but I think $3 per HBAR, and that's putting it around that $78 billion market cap positions. For XDC, I have personal predictions of $5, around that same sort of range in market cap. And I think XDC is just going to grant more returns, in my opinion. You know, literally revolutionizing trade finance. And I think, you know, HBAR, you know, it's underrated, it's undervalued, but I think XDC is truly a dark horse in the crypto space. When it comes to how safe I feel in my investment, I feel very safe with HBAR. It feels like a safe 100% guaranteed bet. Obviously, nothing is certain in the crypto space, but when you look at the governing council, it really gives you that level of security. When you look at the team, everything that's going on, the use cases, every single, you know, week with the HBAR Foundation is a solid investment. And, you know, XDC, I don't think it has a much big of a community, so there's not a level of security as much with HBAR, but both very decent projects, very high in my portfolio. XDC is higher, and it also comes to where it is in the market. You know, if someone asked me, would you rather $1,000 worth of QNT or LCX, I'd probably say LCX because of where LCX is positioned right now in the market. You know, return sort of wise, especially for an amount like $1,000 worth. Please let me know down below what you would pick if you had to pick one. You cannot pick both. You know, we went over the benefits, you know, everything about these assets. They're both solid holds, tackling different areas. And yes, that's pretty much it for today's video. Made it far. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.